World's simplest upper body posture test. If you're having, you know, sore shoulders outside of, you know, really bad sore shoulders or rotator cuff tears, this is not a fix, okay? This is just one of those things that you probably want to test every once in a while to make sure that your shoulders are in the right spot so that your whole entire upper body posture's better. Okay, there's lots of other things that work. So we're going to test Elijah because she loves math tests. Okay, take a handful of any kind of pens that you want. Pens, pencils, take one, it doesn't really matter. She doesn't know what the test is, and it's better if you don't know what the test is or you're not trying to fake the results of the test. So you're going to take those. Okay, don't stab her, okay? Face her. Okay. I want you to flop your arms around. Oh, you're really good at that. Go dead. Okay. Now what I want you to pay attention to is what's the direction that these pens are facing. So what you're going to notice is that they slightly turn in pretty much at a 45-degree angle to her body. Does that make sense? All right. Thanks. You slightly passed. My turn. Okay. What am I doing? Mine are a lot more forward for the test. That's the test. Okay? Pass or fail. Here is an absolute fail. How many guys do you know that walk around Mr. Chest and Biceps like this? Okay? Elijah's at a 45-degree. Mind you, she just finished a really hard upper body workout yesterday and then another workout today, so she's going to be a little tight in the chest. But the point is, if you're having shoulder pains, one of the biggest things, or neck and posture pains, look what happens when my shoulders turn in. Okay? I'm stretching my rhomboids too much, my low traps aren't activated, my upper traps are being hyperactivated, my neck is probably poke-necked. Okay? I'm going to have a whole bunch of stuff going wrong. If I can get this test to be more neutral, okay? Nobody's going to be perfect, but the more straight I am, the better. That's the test. Now, you failed the test. What do? I've already done a review of the Bloob-Allz product. Yes, that's actually the name. You can look on my blog if you really want to. Elijah hates the Bloob-Allz, okay? So she likes to use the dual tennis balls better. So the first thing I need to do, remember when my thumbs are turned in, most likely the muscles between my shoulder blades, so come here. Flip around. Oh, not this way. Okay. Go dead. So what ends up happening, and this does happen for her quite a bit, these muscles between her shoulder blade will angel wing out, or so her scapula will come off the rib cage. What it should be is back here, without too much lordosis. So the point is if her, like put your thumbs straight. If her thumbs were straight, her shoulders would be pulled back. These muscles would be more low level activated. Go dead. Okay, so her normal dead, her shoulder blades spread apart. So she usually has knots in between these muscles in the back. Right? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Pretty bad? Yeah. Yeah, not so fun, right? My point is how am I actually going to fix my posture and be able to actually hold that if my whole thoracic spine, especially my rhomboids and my mid-traps, have tons of trigger points or knots? Good luck. I don't care what you do for exercise to try to fix it. You need to get those taken care of. So that might be a massage therapist, that might be a chiropractor, ART, you know, it could be IMS, acupuncture, it could be tons of things. But poor man's massage, $2. Take it. You lay on your back, sideways. So columns of the spine muscle. She's going to put the two balls, go a little bit higher, just in the upper back. So just the upper back. I'm not worried about the lower back right now. Okay, now watch what she does. She's going to roll up and down. When she gets to like really knotted out parts or really parts that are painful, I want you to drop your hips, do some crunches, go all the way back and all the way up. So she's going to put some pressure into those balls to dig them up. Okay, so that. The spine goes in the middle. I have 3 videos on this already. If you want more information, go look at them. That's your first step to your fix of your crappy posture. All right, the second one, I'm going to show this because this is a little bit more beneficial for guys than it is women. Now, women have parts in their upper body that guys don't have. I'll leave it at that, okay? Point being is I'm going to start And I have a video on this as well. I'm going to start on my bicep with a medicine ball, a basketball, a soccer ball, any kind of hard, relatively, 8 to 12 inch diameter ball. And I'm going to roll the bicep. Okay, get a little bit more into the shoulder. All of my weight, you'll see, is in my hips, not on the ball. Okay. I'm going to start rolling the upper chest. If I find an area that's really tender, I may take both hands and roll around. The point is I'm self-massaging any tender areas in this area because, again, how am I going to be able to open this area if it's all flexed with knots? Start in the bicep, work your way up into the chest. Women, don't go down here. Back into the bicep, work your way into the chest. Again, I have a full video on this if you need more information. Stand up. So, your test sucks. Your first fix is the 2 tennis balls. Your second fix is the ball on the bicep and the chest. Come over here. Typical doorway chest stretch. My elbow is 90 degrees and supported, okay? And then I'm taking my chest and stretching it. Because the fibers of the shoulder and the chest are now running this way in unison. So I'm stretching this area. That generally isn't too much of the problem. It can be, and you should test it. But generally pec minor, which is more of a vertical running muscle, is internally rotating your shoulder. So play around with this instead. When I do this, I don't really feel much. I can find a chest stretch, I don't feel much. I grab a straight arm. I hang down. I lean forward. Okay, again, straight arm. Notice my elbow's off. This can be on a doorway, it could be anything. I'm going to hang down. So I'm going to feel a little bit of a vertical stretch. I'm going to push out until I definitely feel a vertical stretch. And I'm going to static stretch my pec minor. Okay, from the back. Hang. Push out. I can twist away if I want to. You're going to find something that runs from where the shoulder is this way. Pec minor stretch. If it's not tight, don't stretch it. All right, next one. You may have seen what's called a shoulder dislocation exercise. The name sounds scary. It should be, okay? This exercise, I don't like it. You take a broomstick. Okay? What I'm trying to do is create more fluidity in my shoulder, okay? But the problem is most people that have the failing of the test get, okay? You're gonna dislocate your shoulder. Take a bandage, any bandage, okay? This is better because when I get to my sticky part, I can pull it apart, round to my butt, okay? Watch in a mirror that your neck isn't doing funky things. I'm very tall. I'm very calm from the collarbone up. Okay, that gets too easy. Take a whole bunch of bands. Okay? I'm just being facetious, but my point is, I'm not going to get around. Okay? You can make it more difficult. So band body circles. Okay? Usually 10 to 25 will do the trick in bringing some more lubrication and fluidity to your shoulder. It's better than the broomstick. The very last one, I'm going to take the same band. Okay. And I'm going to do a band tear apart. So remember I started working the muscles between the shoulder blade to get them to relax a little bit. I started opening my chest so it could relax. So all my torso muscles. I just lubricated my shoulder. Now what I need to do is build some endurance in these muscles that actually pull and depress my shoulder. So, band tear aparts. Calm in the neck. I like 25 to 50. Too easy. It's never too easy. Okay? It's never too easy. So, if I fail my test, 2 tennis balls, mid-back. chest and biceps on the medicine ball, that pec minor stretch, okay? Shoulder circles with a band, don't use a broomstick, and then tear apart. Okay, I'll have the rep ranges below in the description.